2000 through 2005 Buick LeSabre. Today we're replacing the rear alignment link. Some people call this the lateral link, compensator link. I've even seen people call it the rear tie rod. This bag, for some reason, has called it the thrust rod. Anywho, at this point, the vehicle has been lifted and secured, and the wheel has been removed. Grab a paint marker and index one of these lines, preferably one of the top lines, like that. And I use an 18mm socket to loosen up this nut. Also use an 18mm socket, same socket, to loosen up that nut. As you guys saw, I was unlucky with this one. It's spinning indefinitely. It's looser than today's morals. This thing's no good. If this happens to you, grab an 8mm socket to hold on to that stud, and an 18mm wrench to back off the nut. Should have no problem. If the stud is really rusted on there, don't bring out the hammer, bring out the puller. Instead of pushing this bolt in, you can just thread it counterclockwise and push. You're gonna have to do this in order to clear the gas tank, and on the passenger side you're gonna have to do that just to get it out. You don't hit it directly straight. Try to thread it out, and once you do that, you should have enough room. Here's another example, this time on the passenger side. Pushing the bolt indirectly gives major resistance, but not if you thread it as you push. Now you can easily remove the link. I like to go up and out. And to install a new one, you also come in from the top, and then you get that bolt back in there. Here's the bolt placement for the driver's side. You can see that the bolt is towards the top. Feed it in, find the hole. This might be the hardest part of the job. Found the hole, and at this point, once you can't push it anymore, you can start threading left or to the right, and there you go, we're in. With the other bolt in place, without the nut, we can now put the other end into the control arm. There's plenty of give, so you can carefully feed this into the control arm. We're gonna torque this nut to 36 foot-pounds. Last part, tightening this up and setting the alignment. First, you gotta make sure that the back washer looks exactly like this. You gotta make sure that it's flush. And you can tell that it's flush by seeing this middle portion right there being flush with the bracket. This was not flush. This is not what you want. It has to be in its little housing, this little spot on the inside. It's in there, it's good to go. It's very crucial that the front and rear washers are in their housing. The bolt has a flat spot on the threads, so the washer is key to the bolt. Put the nut back on there, maybe tighten it just a little bit. Finger tight is okay. The point is, we don't want the two washers to come out of their housing. Use an 8mm socket or wrench to move the bolt counterclockwise until the alignment marks meet. So, since the bolt is key to the washer, it moves it while also moving the alignment link by using the housing and the bracket as leverage. This changes rear toe. Line up your marks and use an 18mm wrench to tighten the nut while an assistant holds the 8mm side. Torque specification for the nut is 67 foot-pounds. If your parts came with the Zerk fitting, don't forget to install it and fill it with grease. While you're at it, now's a good time to replace those worn front outer tie rods. It is highly recommended to get your alignment checked after replacing those front or rear components. That's it for this video. Have a good day.